Please welcome Michael Chukwuma.
Imagine you prepare your child for a very important competition. You know he's very fired up. But the D-Day comes, a few minutes before the beginning of the competition. He looks into your eyes and he says to you, "Dad, I don't want to do it anymore. I'm not interested." Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Corinthians, and welcome guests. Last Saturday, I took my 7-year-old son, Mario, to a football tournament. Mario performed very well, and at the end of the tournament, he got the Best Players Award. As a proud dad, we were going home. Just before we got into the car, a football scout comes up to me from one of the Premier League clubs. He said he would love to take another look at Mario. So they invited him to come back the next day. So I prepare Mario, I make sure he's ready for his D-Day. On Sunday morning, we go back to the competition venue. Mario is ready to start. But a few minutes before the first match starts, he looks into my eyes and he says to me, "Dad, I'm not so sure I want to do this anymore." I said, "Mario, I know, you must be joking." He said, "No, Dad, I'm shy." And I'm saying, "Mario, you cannot be shy. We prepared so much. The scouts are here. They all want to see you." Mario says, "No, Dad, I'm shy. I really can't do it." I said to him, "Okay, we've come all the way. If you're not going to play today, then what would you want to do?" Mario says to me, he points at the bouncy castle a few meters away and says to me, I want to play with my friends." Wow, I was gutted, really disappointed. But I found myself arguing with a 7-year-old. I thought, no, just maybe I'm being too hard on him. So I let him go. I walk over to the scouts and I apologize for them for wasting their time. A few minutes later, Mario comes back to me. He says, "Dad, can I have £2 for sumo wrestling?" And I said, "Sumo what?" He said, "Sumo wrestling." Now, I told Mario, we came from home to play football. Now you're interested in sumo wrestling. Some of you might think that Mario is a big lad, a big 7-year-old. For the avoidance of doubt, I've brought one of his pictures. You can see that Mario looks very much a footballer. I'm not in close to sumo wrestling. So I said to him, "No, Mario, I'm not giving you £2. Go away." So Mario walks away. 15 minutes later, I go back to him. I hold him and I plant a kiss on his forehead. And I hand over £4 to him, so he and his friend could have a round of sumo wrestling. He was pleasantly surprised. So as we went home, he said to me, "Dad, why did you change your mind?" I said, "Well, Mario, I was really disappointed today, but I want you to know that when you're shy, Daddy will love you. When you're not shy, Daddy would also love you. If you play football, Daddy will love you. If you don't play football, Daddy would love you. But I want you to know that as you go through life, opportunities will come your way. And when they do, even if you're shy, just try and do your best. If you fail, Daddy will be there to kiss you and give you £4 for another round of sumo wrestling." So, well, I don't know how much of that he took in. But 2 days later, he comes back to me and he says, "Dad, so when are the scouts coming back?" I said, "Well, Mario, I don't know. I'm not keen. You're so shy, so I'm not keen on pushing you anymore." He says to me, "Dad, I'm still shy, but I'm ready to play, because I know that even if I fail, you will still kiss me and give me money for another round of sumo wrestling. That brings me to the first 17 months of my Toastmaster journey. Today, I deliver to you my number 10 speech. I wish I could tell you that it was all plain sailing. It was a journey full of ups and downs. To get to this stage, I did a number of things. I sat down today and I took stock of some of the things I did. I showed up consistently for meetings. I came early enough so I could be part of the table topics. And I made myself available for various roles. Some of those roles came to me very easy, but some others were very challenging. I needed courage to play those roles. And I wish I could say to you today that I always had the courage. If I did that, I'll be lying. The courage came from the compassion I received from the house, from London Corinthians, the evaluations I got with love. As a matter of fact, I went through, I counted my little box today and I found 142 written evaluations. I embraced 141.5 out of the 142. I only had a little bit of problem with one. But all in all, they gave me so much courage to get to this day. And I give you an example of one of the times when I had to fight for courage to give a speech. It was an international speech contest at the JP Morgan building. It was the eve of my dad's memorial. Some of you know that my dad passed on after 12 years of suffering from a terrible illness. I was really shaking. I was very emotional. I was fired up to do it for him. But emotion has a way of dealing with you. Emotion would either break you down so much that you're not able to perform. And in some cases, emotion can fire you up to hit your A game and do so well. On that day, I could do neither. I found myself in the middle. I wanted to give up. But I really wanted to do it for my dad. Just before I was called, I went to the back of the auditorium and I felt like I was speaking to him. And I said to him, Dad, I'm really broken. It's difficult for me to do this. But I want to do it for you. So as I walk up to that stage, I ask you, Dad, to give me the wisdom and the charisma to go up there and speak like a champion. I went up and I spoke. I wanted to win, and yes, I won. I won the third prize. But what would happen the next 24 hours was so profound. I woke up the next day still feeling the energy. So I decided to contact a company which I had been pursuing for several months. They would not respond to me. So I sent them a reminder. At the end of the email, I write, NB, I just thought I would share with you some of the things I get up to in my free time. So I put a link of a YouTube channel where some of my speeches were uploaded. Within an hour, I got a response from the CEO of that company. He said, well, we've gone through your details and we've seen the things you get up to in your free time. And we are confident that you can take over your market. So welcome on board and congratulations.
Wow. Yeah.
So that day, a door that had been shut for months was opened because 24 hours earlier I showed courage. I look around me today and I see my fellow champions. Sadly, some of us have not come to the fore because we lack the courage which is required to take the next step. I encourage you to try. I encourage you to calm down and look around you, and you will find a reason to pick yourself up even if you fail. Courage is not what you do in the absence of fear. Courage is the action you take in the midst of fear. Having said this today, I encourage you, my fellow champions, to arise and shine, for your light has come, and your greatness and success are upon you today. Yes.